I'd like to welcome everyone to the show. Show this week doesn't have a theme. It's just a goddamn mess. And maybe that is the theme. Even if something doesn't necessarily have a deeper meaning, you should try to force it. Right from Jump Street, I'll say that I'm also not comfortable with how long my beard is. And I apologize. And there's no excuse why I wouldn't get my hair or my beard cut. I live with an immensely talented stylist, and I just haven't elected to get my hair cut out of solidarity with man of the people. No, it's laziness. I don't feel like doing it. And what it is, realistically, is just sitting in a chair for a couple minutes while somebody else cuts my hair. Somebody else is doing a very important job while I sit in a chair and do nothing. It's all of quarantine. I am a non-essential. So that's every day.
Hi, I'm Lucas, and I'm yelping my first 6 weeks of quarantine in my one bedroom in Hollywood. Coronavirus. California's punishment for me too. Now we can't touch anybody. New normal. Some of these freaks never learned the old normal. Quarantine. Like being grounded by the government. 3 of my friends' weddings canceled. One of them I wanted to go to. Between the free $1,200 and unemployment, I'm 2 pandemics away from being a homeowner. I grew up in Iowa. Good luck boring me.
If you're ever wondering about who is the better person out of me or my wife, I don't think anyone has ever wondered, but it's her. She made a loaf of sourdough bread the other day because everyone unanimously decided to make sourdough bread. Not that I'm complaining, because who gets to eat it? It's me. The answer is me. So she made one, and then she made an extra one, and she gave that one to a homeless guy in the neighborhood who I see around all the time. And he's very nice. He kind of keeps to himself. And Zoe was like, "Do you want this?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then we gave it to him. And then he told us his life story. He's like, "I've been homeless for 40 years and I love my life. And every day is better than the next." And just by the looks of him, you wouldn't think that he would say that. And then he was like, "Yeah, I've lived through 5 earthquakes, 3 hurricanes. I've been hit by 5 cop cars in the valley." So I don't know if that means he's been hit by more in Hollywood, west, east, so on and so forth. He goes, "I've been robbed and stabbed. And you know what the secret is? I'm still a little kid." The guy's like maybe in his 50s and he's frail. And he's like, but he's shorter in stature, but you could see in the eyes, there's still a little kid there. And he goes, people laugh, but it's not funny. That's the secret to life. You got to stay a little kid. And then he goes, after you get hit by the first cop car, you stay a little kid. And that's a lesson that not everyone learns that lesson firsthand, but I think that there is some kind of moral to be pulled out of that by people who have. I think that's maybe a lesson that I would like to listen to so I don't have to experience it. I would like to get hit by no cop cars and always have a piece of my inner child intact. Be able to reach down and say, "Hey, what do you feel like doing today? Watching wrestling? Grow up, bud." And then maybe do something else, eat mac and cheese or something. But yeah, made me think, made me appreciate that guy a little bit, knowing his backstory. Maybe a couple lessons in there. Look both ways. Stay kid. There's a couple, depending on how hard you want to dig.
Are people getting too friendly in the pandemic? Well, we've got the solution. Introducing the social distancing stick. Distance, social, space, get back, social distancing stick.
I feel like we're all losing our ability we're losing some of our face-to-face social skills, right? Maybe that's a muscle. Yeah, that's something you're not born with. You got to learn your social skills, and then you grow up and too relaxed. You grow up and you use them. So we've had a couple months of not using them. I had a friend of mine interrupt me the other day. And I'm like, we're still not doing that. That's still rude. It didn't reset. We don't have to relearn the rules. If you interrupt me, I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Social distancing stick is designed to keep any Karen in her place. Whether at a Trader Joe's, a Gelson's, or dare I say it, a Vaughn. Social distancing stick!
Good morning. Let's flip a coin. You get to go first. You say something. I listen to that thing. I come up with how I feel about that thing. I say it back to you. You listen. And back and forth ping pong forever. Forrest Gump. Young Tao. Wilhelm Wagner. I know that a lot of people have been isolated and there's no one to interrupt them. So you could just like keep talking. But we got to learn how to talk together again. Make America talk together again.
These Furbies have knives. I don't like that at all.
I've been ordering from Grubhub, and then they come and deliver your food, and they have a little box that you could check for contactless delivery, which is where they just leave your food on the ground, the safest place for food, as we've seen scientists have. And then they ring your doorbell and they leave. I've been unchecking the box saying that I don't want the contactless delivery. And in the notes, I say, I need this. And then it's fun to see if they cancel the order or not.
The law was made to be enforced, and with our cardboard fibered stick, you are the law. Proceed with extreme prejudice, officer. Social distancing stick! For just one stimulus check, you can forever feel safe in the pandemic. Social distancing stick! Did I forget to mention it doubles as a murder hornet swatter? Act now!
To place order, send whole stimulus check to @socialdistancingstickco.
Welcome to this morning. It's a goddamn mess, and that's all right. Because sometimes if you look through a mess, you'll find what you were looking for in the first place. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you so much again for watching Mike in the Morning. Ooh, I appreciate you being here so much. You know who else I appreciate? The sponsors of this channel. They give $5 every month, get 5 extra things, and one of those things is getting their name on screen at the end of the video. So here's that. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who contributed content for today. I asked my friend Papp to contribute something to the show, and he our running commercial, social distancing stick, and I've been yelling that around the house. I'm a big fan of that. Also, Lucas, thank you for your Yelp review on your life. And Lucas does those all the time, and so go ahead and follow him, and I'll put links to him down below. Papp has a really funny Instagram where he does a bunch of video things and short interviews, and really funny guy. Both great stand-up comedians as well. So go follow them. All right, thank you so much for watching. We love making this show, and we hope you love watching it. Thank you very much for watching it.
Social distancing stick!